by now we've all seen the Spirit Halloween, the movie trailer. This was a pretty surprising announcement that came earlier this year that there was going to be a Spirit Halloween live action movie. And then about as fast as the announcement came out of nowhere, it had already been filmed and filming had wrapped. And we got word that it stars the great Christopher Lloyd and also Rachel Lee Cook. And we've learned of some other young cast members since then as well. But and we got an early synopsis that essentially sets up the idea that some of the iconic animatronics from the seasonal Spirit Halloween stores are going to come to life in a certain abandoned Spirit Halloween store on Halloween night in the film. So, armed with that little bit of information a few months ago, we've been following this film and following its progression up to this point and covering every bit of it. And very intrigued because, again, Spirit Halloween stepping out of the box a bit with this. I mean, if you'll remember last year, some of their marketing hinted at this in a way. We didn't really realize what they were truly up to. But I mean, I've got that popcorn box behind me. That was in our mystery box that Spirit sent us last year. And part of their marketing, whereas this year it was done like a Blair Witch style found footage storyline. Last year it was done as a movie and presented as a movie trailer. Little did we know what they were really working on and what they really had up their sleeve, and that was this live action movie. That now we know the official title is Spirit Halloween, the movie. Doing it kind of like the old 78 Superman, the movie. So, let's get into the trailer breakdown now. And it's not a very long trailer. It is a teaser. It's only about 90 seconds long. But in that 90 seconds, it delivers a lot and really gives us a good idea of the overall tone and feel of this new Halloween movie. So, let's get into it now. Before it even goes any further, the very first thing we see is a movie theater showing Fright Night. So immediately I love that the first shot is a movie theater showing Fright Night. I mean, we've got somebody or an animatronic jumping out of a coffin right here, scaring somebody, and right in the back, you can see that is definitely Christopher Lloyd's character's portrait there. And here we can see it says The Legend of Alec Windsor. And we knew from an earlier report and some early details regarding the story of this film that he would play a wealthy land developer by the name of Alec Windsor. And so it looks like the Fright Night, the theater that is showing Fright Night, is also having some kind of exhibit on Alec Windsor, or maybe that's what they've titled this exhibit itself, and it doesn't refer to Fright Night, the movie that we know, but a different type of Fright Night. But in any case, it looks like it's some kind of presentation celebrating the legend of Alec Windsor, which is clearly a local legend here.
Want something really creepy? How about a night locked in here? Pop up Halloween store in a creepy lot?
Now, again, a lot packed into these first 8 seconds, but right away we get, our exposition set up that these high school buddies want to do something creepy on Halloween night, and so the idea of spending Halloween night in an abandoned pop-up Halloween store is right up their alley. I love that you can already see the color scheme here, that was once a Toys R Us. And now this seems like it might be a flashback sequence. I mean, he's driving an old school car, and from that portrait earlier, it looks like he is deceased. You know, they're telling the legend of Alec Windsor. Um, and again, from the synopsis of the film, we know that some kind of spirit, no pun intended, is going to bring these animatronics to life. So here we get a little taste of what might be the origin of that spirit.
Final notice.
And it looks like he has come to essentially take this land from this woman here.
Spirit that can't let go of his life?
Yeah.
Spirit that can't let go of his life? Possibly someone who died here.
Alec Windsor.
We're doing something Saturday. The three.
And here they are making their plan again. So, yeah, we can see here that his spirit literally leaves him.
Spirit that can't let go of his life? Possibly someone who died here.
Spirit that can't let go of his life, possibly somebody that died here.
Alec Windsor.
We're doing something Saturday. The three of us, best holiday of the year, just like always.
And I love shots like this. I know modern audiences will probably think it's a little bit like Stranger Things. I mean, this, again, goes after these classic Goonies type, Monster Squad type movies that my generation grew up on. And I like the look here. You know, it's got kind of those muted colors, definitely that fall scenery. Not really any halosphere in this particular shot. I mean, plenty in some of these earlier shots here at the school. There's plenty of that, but definitely captures the autumn vibe.
It'll be wicked.
Now, this was something I found a little bit interesting too. And my Spirit Halloween fanatics out there, I'm sure, noticed this. This is the Halloween Factory in-store theming from Spirit Halloween last year, actually. They this year's in-store theming, from that flagship opening this weekend, and also from our mystery box mailer, is themed around J. Reaper Laboratories, which is, as you guys pointed out, Spirit's mascot, Jack the Reaper. And but here, this shot right here is the Halloween Factory that, if you went to a Spirit Halloween store in 2021, you saw that set up right there. And the animatronics have always been a bit creepy in and of themselves, but the idea of a closed down store in the middle of the night with all of these animatronics, and then they start to start turning on, is pretty cool.
You guys are serious losers, you know that?
Now, that, I forget the name of that particular animatronic, but that was released last year. You guys might remember. If you know the name of it or recall right offhand, let me know in the comments. But that was definitely a 2021 release. That demon hand that reaches out.
The boys aren't here. They're all at Bo's. Oh!
And that was Rachel Lee Cook telling one of these guys' friends that she says the boys aren't here, they're at Bo's. It looks like they probably lied to their mom about what friend's house they're staying at so that they can go have this adventure. And again, Spirit fanatics will recognize some of these animatronics you see in the background. And it's a little bit out of frame here, but just above their heads it says Unhuman Resources. And that, again, was part of the 2021 marketing and in-store displays at Spirit Halloween stores. You can see that crying bride there just beyond them, and then the little girl doll animatronic here just ahead of them.
Was that there before?
Ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers.
Is Alec Windsor roaming tonight?
Are you two serious?
And I don't recognize the fortune teller as a previously released animatronic, but you guys let me know if she is a previous Spirit Halloween release.
Are you two serious?
And in the background there, you can see one of last year's animatronic releases as well. His name is Buzzsaw. And you'll see a little bit more of him here in just a minute.
Hi.
This is another one, a new character. I don't believe it's a previously released animatronic that I recognize, but you guys will correct me in the comments if I'm mistaken. But as far as I know, he's not a previous release. He is a new character introduced here for the movie. And Spirit has revealed on their Instagram account that his name is Teddykins. Now, that animatronic right after Teddykins, he also is a 2021 release known as Mr. Dark. And if you'll remember, he was the giant leaping animatronic. He'd be kind of low, about 3 feet, and then he'd launch up to about 12 foot tall. And he's holding some kind of bat or something with a skull on the end of it here.
For 1 hour on the anniversary of their death, they can possess things or people.
Okay, so again, here we get some more exposition and some more of the plot and what to expect. For 1 hour on the night of their death, they can possess things and people. All right, let's go on a little bit. That was another one of the clown animatronics, it looks like, popping up there out of a box. So one spirit, one store, one night is the tagline.
Seriously?
That looked like another scarecrow animatronic right here. And here they come with their weapons, which I don't know. Maybe if the creatures and objects and the things can be brought to life, then maybe these spirits' soul weapons will also work against them. I guess. And that's another shot of Buzzsaw. He looks pretty similar to how he appeared in stores last year. He's got this glowing effect on his face now that I don't recall. And that was Mr. Dark doing what the animatronic is kind of known to do when he launches up there. And that was another animatronic, Nightcrawler, which is also back in stores and online right now, I believe. But the setup here in the store that they're at, I mean, I wonder if they're actually going to state that the film takes place in 2021. And it ends with one of our young cast members apparently also becoming possessed, just like the animatronics and the other props inside the store are going to become possessed. So it looks like a lot of fun to me. You know, again, I like the overall tone of it, the look, I mean, the color palette. It captures the autumn look outside, and of course inside the spirit store, it looks like a spirit store. It's clearly, you know, they've got access to whatever. As far as their choice of which animatronics to feature. I mean, I don't know if this is all of them. I'm guessing there'll probably be a few more. Um, I like Buzzsaw. I like him from last year. I thought he was a cool one to use. I kind of feel like some of the more hardcore Spirit fans were expecting some of the more vintage or not vintage, but some of the older releases to be brought back for this film, and I still think that some of them very well may, and they're just holding back on some of those reveals. And I also think that some of these new ones that have not been released are very likely to be released. But I would assume that they're holding back. I mean, this is clearly labeled a teaser trailer, so it is. There will be a more extended, full official trailer released in the coming weeks as well. And then the title treatment. Again, it's a family-friendly PG-rated movie, so it's not going to have hardcore scares or anything. But I do think it'll be fun. I'll absolutely be watching it. And it says on that poster, possessing theaters this fall. So it looks like the plan is for a theatrical release. How big of a theatrical release, we don't know yet. And while the trailer does not have an official release date, Bloody Disgusting is reporting on their article that Spirit Halloween the movie will be released on VOD platforms on October 11th. Which, if this is true, this is going to be a huge week for Halloween movies. Not only will we have Spirit Halloween releasing on the 11th, but then there's Halloween Ends on the 14th, and now we know also The Curse of Bridge Hollow also premiering on Netflix on October 14th. So already that's looking like a pretty stacked and busy week with no shortage of new Halloween viewing opportunities to check out. So that's my take on the Spirit Halloween movie trailer. Some of my initial thoughts after watching it. I watched it like once or twice before doing this breakdown, so a lot of this was kind of me seeing this still somewhat for the first time, and I'm still kind of processing some of the imagery on there, but for a fun, family-friendly viewing experience that plays on everybody's favorite seasonal tradition to go to the Spirit stores, to step on the pads, to see the animatronics, to have the spiders jump out and scare you. I mean, it looks like it's going to tap into some of that fun. Again, I just have certain kind of nerdy questions, like, is it set in 2021? Because that was definitely the Spirit in-store display from 2021 and stuff like that. Not that it really matters, but I'm just curious how much they are going to, be accurate with that aspect. And I'm also curious what other animatronics or monsters or items are going to come to life and be featured in here. Like I said, I'm kind of thinking, I'm kind of hoping that some of the even better ones they're keeping under wraps right now, and are going to reveal either not before the movie or maybe in that next trailer. But hopefully they'll keep a few surprises for the movie. But again, there's a huge audience of haunters out there, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this trailer and the whole idea of this movie. Are you excited with the animatronics we know are in it so far? I want to hear your thoughts on all of this.